Arizona at a detention center and having somebody, while I was there, come up and surrender, an illegal alien surrendering. And I said to the guys, does this happen often? They just come to your gate? He goes, all the time. That guy needs dental work. The first thing you do once you get into the detention center, they give you a physical and they check your teeth. And he needed dental work, and he was surrendering in order to get it. There were people getting better medical treatment in that detention center than some of the constituents I could not afford to pay for. You think we don't have problems with our medicals? You want to talk about education costs? How many of these kids are in our schools who are here illegally? How much does that cost the rest of us? Not just in dollars, but in educational quality. Everything gets dumbed down because you can't you speak in English to everybody in the room. How about the prison systems? You could go on and on. How about, and so as I say, everything just, one thing led to another, and you kept thinking this is pretty big. And then you realize the security of the United States is at stake because the border is not secure, and across that border are coming not just people who want to get a job that no American wants. Okay? Because there are plenty of American gangsters. More than enough. But there are plenty of people coming across that border who want to do very bad things to us. And we know it. We know that it has been an entry point for terrorists. We know that. When you don't secure the border and you know that that is a place terrorists are coming through, why would that not be a cause for impeachment? You tell me that. I think it's treasonous to not secure your border. And then you add to that the fact is that the culture itself is being destroyed. And when I say that, I don't, again, this is not a racial or ethnic thing. I'm talking about this cult of multiculturalism that has captured the United States, the world. And unfortunately, we see the results of it in especially Western Europe. Now they're catching on. Did you see that there's remarks by the British Prime Minister and Angela Merkel, all of them now saying, maybe this multiculturalist thing is really not such a good idea. Holy mackerel. Well, it may be too late for them to do anything about it. Maybe not too late, but certainly on the verge of too late for us to do anything about it. But we should, because I'm telling you, it is the dagger pointed at the heart of Western civilization.
Yes.
Like I say, there are massive issues. They're much bigger than just people coming across the border that, looking for those jobs. It's enormous. It's the issue. It affects everything, including not only who we are, whether we are a nation state, whether we have the will to be a sovereign state in this world, or whether we'll exist as a sovereign state. It really is that big a question. So please, don't let politicians skirt it. Force them to get in there and duke it out. It's good for them, and it'll be good for America. Thanks a lot.
Congressman Tom Tancredo, everyone. Next speaker will be Congressman Virgil Goode from Virginia, and then Congressman Lou Barletta will be coming in about 20 minutes.
I want to thank Congressman Tancredo for being here and for his outstanding leadership for over a decade with immigration. In the House, he led many one-hour discussions at the end of the day, often at 11 to 12, when you could get floor time to talk about the immigration issue. He was mighty late on the East Coast, probably fairly timely on the West Coast. But Tom deserves tremendous appreciation and thanks for all of his effort on this, and it's great to see him again. Tom, thank you again. I also a pleasure to be here with Dave Buchanan, heading up Team America. They are one of the few organizations in this country that recognize how important immigration and illegal immigration are to the future of America. And Kevin, I want to thank you and the Youth for the Preservation for Western Civilization for your work on college campuses and for understanding the issue that you mentioned when we first came into the room. They're down the hall talking about the deficit. In a room over here, they're talking about the debt. They're talking about when life begins. They're talking about all kinds of issues, like repealing health care. As Kevin so aptly pointed out, if we do not totally stop illegal immigration and dramatically reduce legal immigration, we are going to have socialized medicine in this country. We had a victory in the House a few weeks ago for repealing health care, but it's not passed the Senate. It won't pass. They defeated it. The President wouldn't sign it. And as illegal immigration goes unchecked, and as we continue to be the most liberal immigration country in the world, the votes in the long run are going to be there for more government-run health care. They are going to be there for more government jobs, not only at the national level, but across our states. They won't want to cut back. Most that come here from other countries, legally and illegally, like the government doing more things for you. There wants with many that immigrate to put us on a glide path to socialism, and I want to see that path stopped right now, and I would like to see it reversed by, as I said, stopping illegal immigration and reducing legal immigration. All candidates, state, local, federal, are talking about jobs. 15 million unemployed in this country. 6 or 7 million employed at the minimum are here illegally. Last year, we allowed 1.2 million green card holders, and I'm not even talking about the H-2A workers, or the H-2B, the J-1, and an array of other visas that allows persons from other countries to come into this country. The green card holders can get a job as soon as they've got that card and come in. 7 million illegal, 1.2 million green card holders. Now some of them weren't for coming here to work, but the overwhelming majority, 800,000, I would say, to 1 million were. If you just took away the green card holders last year and had the illegals out of this country, the unemployment would drop from 15 to 7 million, and it'd go from 9% to about 4 or 5%, and that's what we should be doing to bring the economy of the United States back. Now, I mentioned illegal immigration. We're all against that. Tom and Steve King, who is going to come, I remember Steve would put the model of the wall up. If the wall would go up as we envisioned it, there would be very few, would be no crossings. And maybe some drug dealers that wanted to spend $20 million for a tunnel might be able to get in it under with a mile or 2 mile tunnel. But the right wall will do the trick, and that's the reason the Democrats are so opposed to it, because bottom line, as Tom suggested, is we want them to come in, we want there to be an amnesty, and we want more legal immigration to come in, because in the long run, when they get to be citizens, they are going to be voting Democratic. And overwhelmingly, I believe that is the case, and the Democrats see this, and that is why they will support amnesty and not support measures to reduce legal immigration. Let me just get, who could really be against doing away with automatic birthright citizenship? Yet, I doubt very seriously if either the constitutional amendment, which is in the Senate, or the state, or the legislation, which is in the House, will pass. It should pass overwhelmingly. Why should you reward somebody that trespasses into your country with automatic citizenship and Medicaid for the mother, food stamps for them, and housing if they need it? But we couldn't get that passed, and I think it's going to be doubtful this time. Diversity visas, $50,000 a year, just a lottery to come on in. That needs to be ended. We need to end chain migration. Cousins, uncles, aunts. If one is here, they bring them in. And as Tom so aptly pointed out, it is a huge cost to us federally. I used to be on the subcommittee that dealt with funding federal prisoners. Huge chunk goes to illegals that are in the prison system that have committed serious crimes and felonies and have harmed other people. The impact on the education system in Virginia, where I'm from, is enormous. And it is true in every state. Americans are fed up with this situation. Kevin opened by saying the topic of our debate was, will immigration kill the GOP? Let me tell you, illegal immigration and massive legal immigration like we have not right now will not only kill the GOP, it's going to kill the United States of America. An anecdotal story from the little town of Rocky Mount, Franklin Memorial Hospital. I was talking to the lady at the post office. She has health insurance. I assume she's on the federal employees health benefits plan that all federal employees are on. She was at the hospital in the emergency room. Got a bill. She had to pay $115, she told me, and the insurance paid the rest. But beside her was someone in the country she believed illegally. Their bill was stamped, according to her, not a citizen, no pay. Now, I've changed it just a little bit, but that's exactly what it said. Free health care at the emergency room, and we are paying for it. Let me tell you, Americans, and I think the GOP is missing the boat, and I do believe, and I want to commend the Constitution Party for supporting Arizona's Law 1070. I would like to see the National Committee of the Democratic Party and the Republican Party say to America, Arizona's on the right track. Let's us pass a resolution telling all the states that we believe this is the way to go, and I want